Stay clean as a whistle, you think you official, we know that you not. Hop on the mic and discuss every issue, might take a few shots. Kick back and relax, don't overreact, it's only your thoughts. Tell me is it facts, or maybe it's cat, we never gon' stop.
I still make
Yeah, straight to it. Facts and cap. Yeah, Facts and Cap episode 39. We are back, baby.
Episode motherfucking 39.
And y'all know the usuals, and we got our reoccurring guests. We got the homie back. We got Jay Franks in the building. Everybody get it up. Yeah, he said get it up for himself.
Jay Franks, what up, boy?
not much, man. Had to stop by to see my guys again, man.
Sir.
I see you out here buying new guns and shit, more life, you know, $100 weed, $100 3.5s and shit, you know, smoking Birkin.
Shout out to Birkin. But my plug on it is terrible. You know who he is. You better boy my phone call.
Shout out to Quavo, that's his strand, right?
Exactly.
So you already know we starting this episode off. Sweetie. It's the soul, what you call it? Icy Girls and the Glacier Boys?
Exactly.
Hey man, listen.
Icy mommy.
So in case you were under a rock, when did this happen? This was like...
That shit happened Thursday. We
Thursday.
recorded on Wednesday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thursday they aired.
Stop putting out that coke in that drink.
That bitch was biting a little too goddamn. That shit like a backwood right
So
there.
Thursday they dropped the episode. There's a new podcast, new show on Revolt, and this would, you know, I always thought this nigga's name was Justin LA Boy, cause I thought like it ran off like that, like I'm Justin, maybe he's from LA, like Justin LA Boy. But I guess his name is Justin LaBoy. So Justin LaBoy, he's the nigga that's always online tweeting about zodiac signs, and respectfully, you know what I'm saying, like that's, you know, his little trademark, I guess.
Based off his goddamn name and shit, I thought it was a gay dude because this nigga always signed with females and shit. So it's like, I thought it was a gay dude. And I seen him on Rick Ross Instagram. I was like, oh, it's a light skinned nigga. Made more sense. I was like, but come on, bro. We'll go ahead, bro.
So Justin LaBoy, he got a show, and also Justin Combs. So, you know, I guess it's the Justin connection. So they podcast. That's, you know, that's where they get in. So anyway, Justin Combs, he used to date Sweetie.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he used to date Sweetie.
And they went to USC together.
Yeah. So they used to date. So she's on the show. It was one clip that went viral, and they were asking about, you know, like if your man does everything that he needs to do, you know, in a relationship, he treats you right, like you have no complaints, and he wanted you to pick out a threesome, how would you do? Like, what would you do it? And she basically said, nah, she'll get a nigga a chance to pick out a threesome with a man. Who do you want to do it with a man?
A long way to say,
yeah,
pick a man.
Yeah. So that stirred up some shit on the internet. It was a couple other clips. Me personally, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna get back to that. So basically, the clip went viral. That same day, they was talking about how Sweetie and Quavo weren't following each other anymore. Then, literally the next day, Sweetie put up some stuff on Twitter. She announced, I'm single. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars. The love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away from a deep sense of peace and freedom. Excited for this new chapter of elevation. So that's what she put, right?
Mic drop.
So me, Quavo did a little extra. I thought Quavo, because you know now they on Quavo hat. Like they Quavo cheated, you cheating, all the Migos cheat, Offset catching strays, you know how that go. You know, birds of a feather, they got everything.
I
and
think
shit.
I'll get it.
It was like he the only one that ain't cheat.
I ain't even gonna say what they said about him because I
Nobody
don't know
knows
that's
shit
wrong.
about and Takeoff anyway. It's like, bro, nobody knows what kind of car he got. Nobody knows what his crib look like. Nobody
man,
knows
that
shit
nigga
about
like
Quavo.
he just
Don't
like
take off.
smoke, sleep, chill. That's it, rap.
Yeah.
That's like all that nigga like to do. I thought Quavo was personally. I thought he was just gonna put like a cap emoji 2 hours later, and that'd be it.
He
You know what
did call
I'm
that
saying?
shit out. He did say he was gonna do that.
Yeah. So he ended up.
He said,
He
fuck
did. He ended up typing. He said, "I know you want to make this into a show, so I'll play my part just this one time. I don't normally put my business out there, especially my personal life. The need to address this is there, so there are no false narratives. I've had love for you, and I'm disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were." That nigga, that's a bar. You not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best, and that's on the game. So,
Bitch said, take care.
yeah, she commented back and said, "Take care."
Alright, Drake.
So, first of all, what do y'all think happened? Because you know it's a lot of theories on the internet. You know, I got my theories and my belief. So I want to hear y'all's first.
I just want to say, nigga Quavo, I think a Northside nigga, bro. I mean, just because he got money now, that don't mean shit was gonna change, bro.
What does that mean for the audience? What is the North Side? Like,
Yeah,
what do you-
because
what
they
do you
shows
find?
on Twitter like the girls is on there talking about.
I bet.
I
They
too,
feel like
that
shit,
that man.
exactly.
It'd have been a lot of me too.
Okay, no, listen. Alright, look. There's a difference between Northside niggas and then there's Bergmar niggas. Like,
Wow.
That's a deeper
and
strand.
if I'm wrong though. Oh yeah. Bergmar, it's the mecca of Northside niggas, so it's like, that's the mecca.
Okay.
Y'all the Metal Creek slides is like a mecca of goddamn on Northside niggas, so it's like,
Damn, I'm both of them niggas.
exactly, so it's like,
And a Bergman.
What that mean though? What type of niggas a Bergman nigga when it comes to relationship? What you say?
I'm not gonna speak on it too much because, bro, I fuck with Bergmar niggas and y'all my niggas, and I fuck with other Bergmar niggas, but listen,
Hey, bro, talking shit.
You free?
I know I'm free, but I'm gonna stay in my lane and keep good relationships with my niggas. So I'm gonna say, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Period.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just keep there. If you know, you know.
Okay, so
Ain't
continue,
shit changed but the money.
so continue with your theory. So basically, you think that he was out here living life.
Bruh.
If you know,
Bruh, this man's worth millions. Look, me, if I was him, there's nothing you can goddamn tell me.
Yeah.
I either gonna roll with the punches or not. Bitch, I'm Quavo. It's like, I mean, like, bro, I'm Beyonce and Amigos. It's like, bro, it's the highest selling group. What the fuck can you tell me? You don't want to deal with it? Okay, I understand. Bro, I totally get it. If you don't want to deal with it, I get it. Cause guess what? It'll be alright. Cause summertime, this is gonna have another bad bitch.
Okay.
I probably give them summertime and they gonna be on the grab with somebody.
So what you think?
Roll with the punches, baby.
Man, I feel like this. Whatever done happened, it already happened. They probably, low key broke up, kept the shit, real cool. And she came, she went and did some disrespectful shit, talking that crazy shit on that podcast.
Yeah, that's what
But
she was.
to me, I think they weren't even together no more. He had already said, "All right, we done."
And nigga been in Atlanta and Miami for like the past like month. It seemed like
But you
nigga ain't been in
seen
LA.
it. So
And she been in LA, but it seemed like nigga ain't been in LA in a minute.
I'm just gonna take a guess that they had already broke up. I'm gonna just say they broke up before this. But when you put this out, now you said
And
we
Puerto
did
Rico and
broke
shit.
up. Like, this shit
And
ain't.
it was in Puerto Rico for like 3 weeks. And it was out there for a minute. So
Like, I feel like this shit had been done, but they did that shit peacefully, quiet. Nobody had to know. She started running her mouth. And
I feel like an argument
that's when he
happened.
had to say something. once the interview came out.
Yeah, bro. Argument happened after that interview, and that's when she.
See,
I think they had already been done.
But this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
where,
yeah.
okay, so
I'm just
in that theory, right? Because I thought about that too. But I'm just looking at the words she's saying, and she's just like, I checked out a long time ago. Like, I feel like if you had been broken up, that part that wouldn't even been said. Like, you would have been like, it sounded like the way she put it up was kind of like, it sounded like she freshly single. Like, she's like, I'm single, but I checked out a long time ago.
Exactly.
If they had already broke up, she would have been like, I'm single.
Man, that could have been her.
We've been single. We've been la la la. Like, it just sounded. It just came off a little weird.
That could have
like,
been her tweet sitting in her drafts for a minute.
when I was just I don't know. When I'm looking at the context clues of the situation, right?
Bro,
You know, I did
she-
my investigational.
Go ahead. You
Shit.
ain't about to pull no suit code out.
Nah, no super.
Hard or fast. Do y'all think, and they might get back together?
No, I think it's a wrap.
If they,
Cause this is my theory. My theory is maybe okay, it's two different things. Maybe Quavo did cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he already cheated.
Question.
But I think what happened, just from when I'm watching it, maybe they obviously continued their relationship from what it sounds like after he did whatever he did, right? I'm thinking she got on that interview. Maybe he knew about it, maybe he didn't. But once them clips go viral
Yep.
and you see it and you're a celebrity as well as her, so now you got fans tag you, they tell everybody you going outside, la 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 la. You on there. First of all, the first violation is you on a show with your ex. You feel me? That's the first violation. Like, then, hold on.
But
Matter
you
of
gotta
fact,
remember, that's media.
I say
though.
this,
They come-
I
they
say
come with
this.
the job, that's media.
okay.
So it's like.
She didn't have to do that. She had to do that interview.
That's true. But
Listen,
like,
listen.
He's
Listen
a
to
popping
this.
ass dude, so it's like, I mean, a popping ass.
Listen to
blogger.
this. Listen to this. See, people is thinking that it's the threesome thing. I think that this is where, like, if you Quavo and you watching the interview and you listen to this is kind of when you know your ego hurt right here. Hold on.
I'm not lying. I've always been in a relationship. No, I've always been in a relationship. Faithful. Cancer shit.
Cancer shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no other cancer in here. You fuck with cancer? Why you fuck with cancer?
They just know how to treat you. Bring the good sides out of you.
Okay.
oh, so he shooting his shot again.
Hell yeah.
I think it's time to take a shot.
So she did the right thing.
Yeah. But still.
I think she did the right thing, but when I'm watching that, the day before it even came that she put that out there, I was like, this ain't a good idea. Just because it's kind of like violate, and then it was talking about a lot of sexual things.
And this is why
during the thing. So I'm thinking the interview dropped, and now Quavo is upset. Maybe a confrontation ensues. They break up. So my thing here's where I get. Let me speed up. Here goes where I get to the two different scenarios of what I think may have happened. Quavo may have already cheated in the past. Whatever happened, they worked it out. They're together. This happens. They get into it. Somebody breaks up with somebody. I felt like she wanted to get ahead of the narrative. I just find it real convenient because everybody on the internet is like, yo, sweetie, out here tripping. Why the fuck you did that interview? This was disrespectful, da 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 da. So I think the same face, she gets ahead of the situation and says, I'm single, you sharing intimacy with other women, blah, blah, blah. Now, if he already did cheat and you accepted him back, it wasn't really about that. It's kind of more so like, this is what I'm doing to save face. That's how I looked at it.
Moving the goalpost.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of the truth, but it's kind of not. You get what I'm saying? I think that also she may have just got up there and just fucking lied. Like, because you could get, anybody can say, like, and I'm not saying that this is what she doesn't happen, but when I'm looking at everybody else tweets, you know, around the game, they like, nigga, this isn't even true. Now, I don't know if they would know 100%, but something don't sound right. I just find it real convenient. That's why
I think she did that shit, the interview out of spite. Like they was already broken up. In my just from my assumption,
that's
I'm
a
thinking
possibility
that's the reason
too.
why that happened that way.
I don't think that that's not a possibility. I think that's a possibility. The way that it just came out when I'm reading her breakup press. I'm just like, I don't know.
Bro, look, bro, and the funny shit about it is that we knew 2 days before the repo man came, and we knew that car was already gone. answer.
Hold on, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. Wait, what you think happened?
Shit, I'm just here for the jokes, man. Honest. That's all I'm here for,
Alright,
man.
so
And I tweeted her. I tweeted her and said, before Quavo come get that goddamn car, bro, let me buy it from you.
Apparently they said that was cap though.
yeah, they ended up saying that was cap.
Nah, we're gonna stick with the name.
I'm thinking about inside scoop, bro. This nigga got no reason to lie.
Ain't gonna read a lot.
So yeah. So my thing too
tap
is
in.
I think it's funny in these scenarios too of how people switch it up, especially women, right? Because nobody held her accountable for saying like, I checked out emotionally a long time ago. My thing is, right, because if Quavo would have said that, let's say Quavo would have said I'm single, I checked out emotionally, they'd have been on Quavo's head. Why you still with her?
Bro, women, bro.
She added the feather in the cap. You share intimacy. That's the saving grace in that.
And see, the thing is, what does that mean?
Is a fancy way to say you cheated, or is a fancy way to say I checked out emotionally?
What the fuck does that mean? Cause I mean, emotionally, I'm still fucking you.
My thing is, yo, if you checked out emotionally a long time ago,
What's a long time ago thing about it?
a month ago, the nigga gave you 14 days, 14 presents before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
He buying you shit.
For Christmas, he got
So-
you a Bentley.
Yeah, so my thing is, you
Ain't
get.
that long.
And we checked out
Yeah,
before
so
then.
how long have you really been checked out? So that's why I'm just
Or
feeling like
January 1st,
everything
they
is capped.
changed.
That's why I feel like she just capping, because my whole thing is like, if you was emotionally checked out, right? You just a bad communicator.
Or January
Like-
1st, New Year, new me. She probably checked out on the 1st.
She just bought all.
I'll say based on what you said, it just depends on the timing. Did that interview come out? Was that interview shot while y'all were together?
I should was shot this year, period.
If y'all were shot while y'all were together, then that statement is damage control. Because even if he did cheat back in the day, you took him back.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
what I'm
say that. You
saying.
can't say that 'cause
Everything he did before then.
That's what I'm saying. If you took him back,
It's like where your loyalty is fucked up.
that's your escape.
That's your escape, using that as an escape. Now, if that shit was after y'all was broken up, the public just didn't know.
Then you get away with that. If that's what happened,
It's all about
then you get
timing.
away with it. Me, I'm not leaning towards that.
Give it timing. Or is it y'all broke up after that and now you trying to make an excuse?
And if
All these, like, y'all know how many women I seen say take care all summer and all this shit, and how many niggas they don't take back, and they still.
them bitches always end up pregnant. About the nigga they talk about, bro.
Fuck the shit.
Bro,
Is
I've been trying to seen this shit.
Is it Quavo finna go on an Offset tour? Is he finna go on an Offset tour, pulling up on Sweetie shows?
Hell no.
Bro, listen, nah.
That
I'm
ain't.
getting my girl
Listen. I think it's a difference. Offset,
That was his wife.
Offset is married. Yes, Offset is
Yeah.
married. I'm gonna give him that. I think Quavo
Listen.
already know he hit the market. It's up still. You know what I mean?
Listen.
Like
His birthday next month, bro. Whatever party you're trying to do, bro, I'm trying to do, bro. Like, 'cause I know this shit finna be stupid. This nigga single now, bro. I know this shit's gonna be nuts, bro.
let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
So, like they said, the rumor took the whip, took the Bentley back. Some saying that he did, some saying he didn't. Whatever.
I believe that. Dude.
My thing is, if this is y'all in the same situation, right? Do y'all take the car back?
What?
When do you feel like it's appropriate to take the car back?
Bitch, the same day we broke up.
Okay.
Bitch, I'm coming to get my shit. Like,
So if you with a girl and you bought her a whip for Christmas,
and it's in my name.
y'all break up, you taking the whip back?
Yeah. Especially if it's leased, bro. I'm gonna fuck if I bought it, bro. I ain't making payments on that shit. That's the reason I put it in my name. Like me, period, bro. Bro, I'm like, bro. If I get rich, bro, if I'm dealing with a female bitch, everything I buy for you is gonna be in my name, just in case shit don't work out, bro.
Yeah, you
Say shit don't work out and we're still good though. Take it.
Okay.
Like, bro. If we broke up and it's good, take it. It's yours.
Okay.
Boom.
If I-
I pay it off and everything.
If I'm
But
paying for that shit, bro.
yeah, but nah, bro.
You keep paying it if I'm not with you.
Yeah.
Break it off on bad
You
ends.
taking it
Yeah.
back?
Take my shit back.
Bad ends, yeah.
The
Oh, we
way
ended that
they
shit.
ended? Hell yeah.
Yeah, the way they ended.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That situation.
So do you
hell,
take
yeah.
the Birkins back, or you like you can keep those?
I can't do shit with
Can't
that.
do shit with that. No.
Shit.
No.
That's got the highest
Yeah.
resale
I
value
lied.
of all the purses.
Now,
take it.
I lied.
personally,
No, fuck
You
that.
get the Birkin into your name.
It don't matter. I paid for it.
hey, she moved out. She moved out, but she ain't grab all
Okay.
the Birkins.
Listen,
So-
You gonna be tussling on her with the Birkins?
Okay,
Just
so
like-
with
No,
me,
she left. She did the first round. She coming back to pick up the rest.
I bring
okay,
my
so
sister
no,
with
no,
me.
no, I'm not taking the Birkins. You can have the Birkins.
Sweetie,
You
you
gonna
gonna
keep
keep the Birkins on her.
I bring my
All
sister
of
with
us.
me.
You can
I
have
bring
the
my
Birkins.
sister with, bitch. I'll grab a Birkin. You grab as many as you can. I dare her to touch you.
You can keep the Birkins, but I'm definitely taking the whip back, especially like you said, if it's under those terms. Like if it's under those type of terms. Now, let's say that he really did fuck it up. I don't know. I guess it just depends, like, you know, the situation.
Based off my response of being
You
Quavo
either need to
about
sign
what
this
I
over
said.
you, or I
I'm
don't
not
know.
married, so I'm not gonna keep paying for a whip.
Well, shit, I don't know. Did he pay it out cash? Does he own it? You know what I mean? That's the fact.
No,
And that
no.
report is
I mean, that
still
nigga leased it. Yeah, he
But
leased
then
it.
that's the same report that everybody's saying false anyway. So
Man.
it's like, what's the credible source about it?
Actually,
Look, bro, leased up bought. My inside source told me
My shit.
that shit is it's not gonna be hers for long if you still got it, or it's already gone.
Okay, I got one more question before we get off of
Nigga
this.
got Adam
One more
Sheffield.
question before we get off this. So, how soon is it? Say, you know, she hitting the market now. How soon is it to hop in those DMs? To hop in
Depends
some
who you
DMs?
are.
I'm just saying, like, say you.
If you take off, you
Bitch,
gotta wait a
ASAP
minute.
like Tip.
Let's say that you goddamn.
ASAP like Tip. And so I would have seen that shit.
If
I
you
would
a
have got
homie?
DMs right
Yeah,
there.
not even like not
A rap homie.
Not one of they homies. Just say you a rapper
Nigga.
and you goddamn.
I would've been in there.
I would have already been in there.
Yeah, bro,
The
bro.
fuck? What you waiting on?
Last year I would have been her DMs.
Okay.
The
What
second
about
that
you?
she said I'm single, I'm in them DMs. You a Glacier girl? You
See
icy?
me?
I go for women in relationships.
nah. I mean, soon as they post it, hey, you need somebody. to
Yeah,
talk
I'm in
to?
them DMs.
You,
I'm in them DMs.
you wanna, hey,
Man,
you wanna go
niggas
out? You
ain't
wanna go out and
playing,
talk
man.
about?
I'm shooting my shot
Yeah,
early.
bro.
I'm shooting my shot.
Nah,
I
nah.
can't play play
You gotta wait. You supposed to wait, in my opinion.
You
I
gonna
bet
wait
them DMs
and
You
then,
don't wait too long,
and
but
then the
you
next
wait.
nigga gonna
Let
pop
me
in.
tell you why.
Because you know what it is.
Lori Harvey
No,
ain't got waited.
this was finna happen.
See that shit?
Lori Harvey. Okay, but look,
Every
Lori
time you
Harvey.
press refresh on your Twitter shit, she had a new nigga.
Lori Harvey is a
And she got a
different.
long relationship right now. I'm proud of her.
And as soon as it get done,
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah,
I know it's the summertime too. That's the reason why Lori Harvey got it. You know, this shit happened in the winter. She got, she needed to cozy up. But I think for Sweetie, at this point, her brand is like about to be like kind of like hot bitch summer. Like it's an icy girl summer. Like she
Her
gonna
and
do
Meg
all that shit.
definitely finna do something.
She finna do all that shit. And just imagine, like, she gonna put, you know how the girls they do when they break up? They be trying to look fake happy and shit. Like the girls, they look their best, they get everything, and they go to the club, they get that video of them rapping to some Cardi B or some
that shit
shit.
gonna last 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. You
And
gotta
then
wait.
pussy
You gotta
so easy
all the
these
niggas
days.
that's in them DMs. That's what you want right now. But then you wait like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then you hop in there when she done calm down. You know what I'm saying? That's when you hop in there.
You hop in there first.
That's
I'm
what
in there first.
You hop in there
That
first.
2
But let
weeks
me tell
ain't
you
gonna
how.
happen
No,
regardless.
Can't be
let
too
me tell you what you
thirsty.
do. No, you
Bruh.
don't be thirsty.
Broken
You
heart
just be
is
there
the
as
easiest pussy.
you be there as a friend. You sit there.
Man, and she know y'all niggas don't care about her like that.
You don't try.
Be
You
a
don't
friend.
try.
Yo, I just want to make sure everything's okay. Nah, especially if you don't
You know
have
how
no.
many times this shit
no-
don't work? This is
especially
a-
if you don't have no relationship with her, right? Come in with that angle, she gonna look at you kind of crazy. Like, okay, so this nigga just trying to talk. Like, why he don't just say that? He kind
And
of
if it's
thirsty.
an upgrade,
But
she
if
gonna
you-
talk.
If you do it right, you don't
Most
even look
niggas
like
not
you're trying to
upgraded
talk.
at this point in the
It's,
rap.
it's about your angle, how you come into that conversation.
I think
I just think you give it a little time. You let all the Rudy Poots try to shoot their shot. You know what I'm saying? Because her
So
DMs
you-
was flooded.
You don't
Then-
know who's in them DMs right now.
Then
You fighting with the whole industry.
listen,
You talking to
if
side
you
nigga.
that guy. You that guy.
When
It
I
don't
see,
matter about
as soon
the
as I
two
see
weeks
that there's a relationship,
I'm in her DM.
That same logic. You get
I
it
think
though.
I think that.
She ain't gotta respond.
I think your
right
percentage
away.
is high. You
But
give
she
her a
will.
little. You give her a
I got
couple
my
weeks to
stimmy. I'm in
breathe.
her DMs right now. With my stimmy.
Shoot your shot, King.
Nah, my
You give
thing
her a
is,
couple weeks to
as soon
breathe.
as you see
I
it,
can buy a Birkin keychain.
As soon as she made that statement,
as soon as
she put
you
up a
see,
statement.
before that, as soon as you see that the relationship look like it's on the rocks, that's when you start
You
planting your
evil
seed.
nigga.
Nigga, I'm a side nigga. Be for the
Planting
I
the
do.
seed.
Like the seed.
Yeah.
But planting
But
the
you
seed
know
and hollering at her is like two different things.
No, I'm just giving like the main way to go to be the friend that's there. You see the breakup coming.
Manipulative.
Nah, I'm
That's
there.
what you're
Crown on my
Nah,
shoulders.
you gotta have-
Yeah, that's manipulative.
You gotta have a pull, like you gotta be able to be like, your DM gotta be like, come see me, come here. I'm hosting a party.
Nah,
Get your
ain't no
mind
party.
away from shit.
Look,
Come
I'm saying, you gotta
somewhere where she can come. So now you can
That's
have.
that's what I'm saying. I'm checking your temperature online. She's online all the time. I'm checking your temperature. Like right now, she hasn't posted anything like that for real since that happened. You ain't seen her saying nothing. So I'm thinking
Oh,
right
that
now
is trash.
she
Might
might
need
be
to
at
record it in
the.
the
She
studio.
might be at the. I mean, that could work too.
Something like
maybe.
that.
Maybe.
That's my angle. To try to
Maybe.
get the. I can shoot my shot.
But
first.
to think about it too. Niggas probably do that shit all the time. They'll try to do a song with her.
She
And
wasn't-
niggas might not even like her music.
She wasn't in a relationship though.
Right now,
She was in a
she's
relationship.
gonna get a DM with a simple, "Hey, just checking on you. You okay?" From the right nigga, and that's all it's gonna take.
I think that's
That's
only
all
working.
it's gonna
That's
take.
only working for Drake.
Only?
That's only working for Drake.
Why only Drake?
Because you know how it is, like girls is like
I'm
Drake.
trying to be petty.
No, I'm just saying, girls is like even celebs are like groupies for Drake. If that makes sense. Like Drake comes off as like the guy who genuinely cares about that type of shit. Like say if you like just a regular rapper.
Bro, that line.
And you hit a nigga, and I think
I don't think it's that deep.
I think the line is kind of weak. Like if you be like, yo, I'm just checking on you. Like if she probably like, this nigga, I don't know this nigga from Academy. Hey, he talking about he checking on me. That's why I say you gotta check the temperature. Like
I said from the right nigga. I don't feel like you have to be Drake the only nigga that can do
I'm
that.
gonna keep it a buck.
when I say Drake, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like that's the type of stature you have to have.
Y'all acting like
You saying you can't be a regular.
she ain't got like an idea of who she already want to talk to. She could be interested in somebody else.
I mean, that could
She could already have a rapport with somebody.
that could be true.
Look
That's
like
what I'm saying. I'm
Justin,
checking
look
the
like he was shooting a shot. She was like you
That
don't
nigga
even
right
know.
now is gonna shoot her a text. He has the.
Well, see,
No,
well, the difference,
no.
the reason
They
he
just
can,
smoke
but
together
the reason he can do that the next day is because they already have a rapport, like a
But
relationship.
she could have a
together.
rapport with
That's
somebody.
what I'm saying.
A rapper that we don't know, or a businessman we don't know, or
That's true, but my question was, I'm saying like I'm
If you
talking
don't-
about,
if you
yeah,
don't
you don't
know
know
her-
her, like you don't have a relationship. That's what I said.
Nah, you gotta fly her out.
I want to know
That ain't no
why the fuck
reason.
she tweeted that shit in the first place.
I mean, you either want to get ahead of
I
it.
got the song.
I think that's a PR thing because she's
Oh.
looking, she's looking a little funny. I think she was probably looking a little funny, and the PR team or her wanted to get ahead of it and say that and say why she broke up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking her because that could have happened.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they wanted to get ahead of it because I think the interview kind of made her look a little crazy.
Yeah, I'm just curious on what the fuck made her just.
But hey, if there's a chance they can get back together, man, y'all do what y'all gotta do, man.
There's a chance y'all can get back together and y'all want to get
Man,
back
do that
together.
shit after his birthday, cause I want that shit to be lit.
Shouts out to Northside niggas.
Alright, so NBA YoungBoy yesterday was arrested by the feds.
We tried to do the
Let me read the little backstory real quick. NBA YoungBoy is in FBI custody after LAPD cops pulled up on him and tracked him down when allegedly he attempted to flee the scene. We're told the bus went down Monday, LAPD, and the feds attempted to pull over the vehicle he was in because he had an outstanding federal warrant. That set off a short pursuit, but once the car stopped, cops said that the rapper bolted on foot. Basically, he keeps going, says the cops sent the canines out. They didn't bite him. They put out some footage today. You can't see him, but you can tell them like, hey, we're sending the canine out. If you don't come out, I guess he complied. Blah, blah, blah.
He ain't
wanna get bit.
Hell no. So,
Get the dog off my homie.
react.
Get off me.
Like, bro,
React.
why do you have a warrant? Like, nigga, you know that you could pay that. You got lawyers. This shit's paid for. Nigga, just go handle the business in court, get whatever it is done. Like,
Well, it's a federal warrant, so he may not even know that shit was coming. Like the last thing he got arrested for was a state thing with the guns.
I see, he don't even know about the fact.
They might have picked that up, but it's a sealed. See, the thing is, I think they said the indictment is sealed. So that's where I feel like it's about to get scary because when it's sealed, like it's still not out. I feel like maybe it's other niggas they still gotta catch, and you don't want to put the warrant out in public. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking maybe like he might get hit with like some gang activities, some RICO. I don't know, but it sounds like it's pretty deep.
What's the Fed's win rate?
Like 97%, 98%. Give him 10.
She going down.
Say it one more time. What's the percentage?
98%.
Shouts out Casanova. Shouts out Young Boy. Freedom Eyes, but
Casanova been pissing me off.
it don't look good.
First of all, if Young Boy got a fucking, if he got a bond and all 9 of his baby mamas don't come together and get his ass out, bro, I'm getting all them bitches up to shot their apartment.
All 9 of them.
Because none of his baby mamas have nothing bad to say about them and about being a bad father, nothing. There's no reason all 3 of them, 1,000 of them, I mean, shouldn't put money together and go get him, bro.
Give it to him.
If you have a bond, that's what I'm saying.
Dave, he seems like he got some.
I don't think that he's good. I mean, when you run away,
Fuck that.
when you
Money
run
Maya
away,
better go and get his motherfucking ass.
I think that when you in federal courtroom and they talking about how you ran away from the cops and you got caught with another gun, and this is
But they said
potentially.
they don't know if that was his.
It don't matter.
He was in the car with a gun. That's all they need to make.
But if they,
That's all. I'm not saying I'm not saying just the charge matter. What I'm saying is they're gonna use that against him. Like let's say that the last case that he had, right, where he got caught with where everybody got caught with guns because he was shooting a music video, right? Let's say that they basically the feds picked up that case, and your case is about guns, and then so you can bond it out. Then when they come to get you for the warrant, it's already another gun in the car. That's not gonna look good at your bond hearing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not gonna look good for you. So I think that this is a
you better hope that was security.
serious charge. Serious charges, man. We gonna wish you nothing but the best over here at Faction Cap, though. You know what I mean? I don't know what you going through, but
Hope you get through it, bro.
for sure.
You got too many mouths to feed, dog.
Too many. I mean, okay, so y'all ever heard of Derek Jackson?
No.
Me either. So I did my research, and apparently he's a relationship guru, right?
I wouldn't call him a guru, but
He's supposed to be. That's what his title is, like, according to like all the sites that I've seen. Like that's what he does. Like he gives relationship advice.
you ain't never seen none of
He
his
gives.
photos before?
He talks about men, specifically a lot of men who cheat. Like he's talking to the women. Like, oh, you shouldn't. Don't take that. Don't take this from that.
He's
whatever.
speaking from an example.
Take
Yeah.
that, take that.
So, he recently put up a video. I'm not sure. I think maybe that one of his mistresses spoke out.
And somebody called him out on it, and
Yeah.
they figured out, like, hey, you got caught for cheating with such and such.
Yeah, okay. So he put up a video
not to do.
where he's holding his wife's hand. I'm talking about extremely tight. She's close. He ain't even let her. He pulled the NBA young boy.
This shit-
It looked like he said, "Yo, wake up, wake up." She had her bonnet on and shit in the video.
Hey, yo, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? And he basically was like, just issuing a public apology, just talking about how he cheated in August and September multiple times, why he cheated. Like he went into very big detail. It sounded crazy, right? She's sitting there. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Like she looked like she was kind of a little like forced to do it. The way that if you were to read her body language, it looked kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like she looked
A lot
like.
of people scared that, like, bro. Like, the bitch was scared to fart. Like,
Listen, bro, you gotta see it. So that brought up, you know, a question in my mind because we seen Kirk Franklin and his public apology last week. We've been seeing everybody, you know, that's a thing. People do their public apologies and stuff. My thing is, I guess my question is, when do you feel like a public apology has to happen, as far as relationships?
Never.
When do you feel like it has to happen,
Never.
or when do you feel like it's acceptable, like it makes sense?
If you're a public figure and you do something that gets put out in public, then yeah.
But why? If you have a relationship, you and that person have a bond. As long as y'all sit down and y'all talk about it, you give that person that apology. If they're okay with your apology, you don't owe nobody else shit. I'm
It's
not
not-
about to go public with it. I don't give a damn what the public say.
But that's if you're a private citizen. I think
No, I'm saying celebrity as well. Like, you can't take the shit that's on social media because the next thing is gonna happen tomorrow. Like, this Sweetie and Quavo shit was going on, and then soon as this shit happened, what we talking about now? Nobody said another word about Sweetie and Quavo.
I mean, yeah, but if you go on his comments or her comments, it's probably all they seeing.
Right now until the next thing happens.
I'm not talking
So
about.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Individual comments.
So let's say that I don't know how he got caught, right? But let's say that he's obviously some kind of public figure, right? Him and his wife. So let's say that he was at Papado's with a side bitch, and people was recording him and posting it online, and that's how his wife found out. Do you think that he shouldn't apologize publicly because basically that's how he got caught? Like, that's how the situation went down? Do you think he shouldn't? Or do you think he should just talk behind closed doors? Like, he shouldn't address it?
I feel like you talk behind closed doors. Now, if she asks for a public apology, then yeah, do it. But if she doesn't mention that, no, you don't owe them shit.
I mean, I don't think you have to, but
Feelings back that we talking
you
about.
gonna ignore it though? Because people gonna feel like you ignore it.
No,
You're a
I don't
public figure.
care. But that's where you separate the two. Once you at home, as long as home is happy, that's all that matters. I don't give a fuck what nobody say online.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is though, that's especially for him. He's speaking about relationships. It's kind of like
Yeah, the
niggas gonna be like,
relationship.
hey, didn't you cheat?
He brought even more attention to it by addressing it. He should have
I think
never addressed it.
I don't even think for me, and I agree with you for the most part, but I think in that situation, I just think that his apology was terrible. Like, I think that the way he addressed it, the body language, everything, like, I feel like he tried to over explain it. I think he should have just said something to the extent of, I think it's all about delivery. Because we'll see people do a statement, and the statement might be sweet and short. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I just wanted to say, we got a private matter going on. Me and her have discussed it, and we're working this out. Thanks everybody for, the well wishes, and, appreciate and love to our fans. If we would have kept it like that,
Hey,
nobody would have had nothing to say.
can I ask you a question? So from that apology that he did you not hear that it sounded like at this point he's blaming her for the reason why he cheated?
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
like, you basically in a nutshell, he said, hey, you basic, you boring, I needed some extra
That's just a bad
attention.
apology.
Like,
That's what I'm
this is
saying.
why
That's
I
what I'm
did it.
saying.
He said the same thing in private.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying he should have kept it a little short.
Nah, I just want to make sure y'all heard
He
what I heard.
over-explained it. He did too much.
And then she come on there looking like she looking, and then came back and apologized again, still ain't looking like shit. Now he's like, oh, you a homely bitch. That's why he keep cheating on you. That's what I got from him.
All the nigga had to do was goddamn post a picture on Instagram and say, goddamn, I miss my grandma. And then motherfucker forgave them. Because obviously grandmas get motherfuckers out of shit. Because Uzi out this shit.
Uzi said my grandma said we supposed to be together.
Aww. Public forgiveness.
What you gonna do after that?
Listen,
Jay, you stupid as fuck.
Yeah, free call.
yeah, I just feel like his
I can't
delivery
wait to
was
use
wrong.
that shit.
I feel like bro, delivery was wrong. He came off real manipulative. He was trying to talk fast. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was slick. You know what I mean? It just didn't. It was just a terrible apology. It seemed rehearsed.
She didn't make
It seemed like he told her, "Hey, don't say anything. I'll do the talking." It just came off real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna run this shit, and it's like, damn nigga, you the reason that y'all in this shit.
Yeah, it's situational.
So it's just like you need to calm down. But I mean, I do understand his point, but I do feel like if you are going to issue an apology, keep it short and sweet. You don't have to give no super long, drawn out explanation. That's how I look at it. So I don't know, but
saying shit.
So you think R.I.P. You think Kobe shouldn't have publicly apologized to his wife?
Yeah, because he got caught with a white woman. Yes.
that's exactly what I was about to say.
level?
What? Bro, that is degrading, bro. I'm gonna fuck with what your black woman look like or Spanish woman, bro. You fucked a white woman.
Because it was like I mean, he didn't get charged, but it was like a lawsuit for rape.
He should have
If you think that she's staying with you, nigga, you gotta put that $1 million ring on her finger. And you gotta apologize.
He should apologize on his fucking knees, like in Staples Center. Like bro, you fucked a white woman, bro. That is
In the
disgusting.
ass.
Bro, that is disgusting,
Man.
bro.
Yeah,
In the
that was an ass.
He
You
got
are
it in her
famous.
ass. They found the semen in her ass. Oh my god.
You are a famous black man and stuck your dick in a white woman. Like, bro. I can't. Right.
I ain't mad at you.
I am. I'm mad at that nigga, bro.
That's all I say that.
I'm mad at Kobe.
R.I.P. Black Mama.
Alright.
Sad.
So
I was at rape mama. What? Bro, come on, bro. Don't do
I
that.
said white Mama.
Oh, I'm gonna say, come on, bro.
Nah,
No, don't do it like
Kobe
that.
innocent.
No.
so
But go ahead.
the city of Miami declared a state of emergency response to spring break crowds
8
this
o'clock
year.
curfew.
Clearly nobody abiding by the curfew. I see bitches fighting. It look like it's about 10 o'clock at night at least. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, I think the last few years we've seen it getting out of control. Like, I remember people sleeping on the beach at night, all kind of shit, right? During
Spring break's always. You talking about Miami specifically?
no, I'm talking about from Miami.
Okay.
From Miami, they're saying it's getting out of control. They saying like, yeah, we know how bad Miami is.
Panama.
So
You had to be there. Like, nah,
So-
that was the time when you had to be there. But go ahead, bro.
So my only question is, do you think that this is like, do you think that basically they can shut down Miami like how they did Panama? Like, Panama's not what Panama was. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out the game.
Do you think
There for
that?
glory
Do you think
years.
Miami can kind of like detour that type of activity from happening, or do you think that this is just gonna always be a spring break thing?
No. They
They
do
can
a
do
good
it.
job to turn. My bigger picture from that is yes, they can, but it sucks being young in this COVID era, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, no graduation, no prom, no sports, no crowds, no spring break, no. Imagine if you had a wedding planned that weekend or a bachelor party planned that weekend, and you already paid for the hotel, you paid for shit, and then they just dead it.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and niggas like, bro, I can't be the dumb nigga that gets arrested.
I really feel like
You know what I'm saying?
I really feel like they did that 8 o'clock shit just for the kids. Like, I feel like they targeted the kids, not really like.
Nah, cause look, 2 weeks ago, right?
Mhm.
The curfew was 12, but they literally was out there on the megaphone saying, "Hey, it's 11:55. Start calling your Ubers. Like, South Beach is shut down. You gotta go back to your rooms or wherever you're going."
Now it's 8 o'clock, bitch.
But you know, at 8 o'clock, cause you
It's
know
sunlight
spring
out.
breakers are coming and
Yeah.
it's over. Like
It's over.
they can control it 2 weeks before spring break, but after spring break, like nigga, you need a whole fucking National Guard to come down there to that and protect it. So at that point,
It's
it's like,
like
you
we
gotta
gonna
do it.
book it. Like, I'm be that nigga like, hey, bro, fuck,
I'm
bro.
definitely gonna
I'm
be
bugging.
out at 8:45 still.
Man,
Like,
listen,
out here.
10:30, bro. At 10:30, bro, I'm in the cut somewhere smoking a blunt in the back of somewhere. Nigga, like, no, not me.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think that this isn't like nothing new though. Like, I feel like maybe social media put you in a position where you have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But people, I mean, shit. When Freaknik left Atlanta, they went to Miami. Like, Miami's always been
I don't think
Miami.
it's really. I don't think the issue is what they're doing. I think the issue that it's COVID going on top of it. So they're worried about.
But they
the
was talking.
social-
No, this was been a discussion before COVID though. Like for the last couple of years, every year
Yes,
during Miami,
right.
they talk about this. They talk about the same ass shit. It's always fights. It's always people twerking on cars, shit like that.
That's
But-
normal.
And I think, but what I'm saying is that's part of what they they're discussing. Now I do get the fact that it's COVID. Yeah, that's what
It
they
makes
feel
it
like.
even worse.
Yeah, they have to take the action. But what I'm saying is like it's always been the discussion the last few years. So I think that it's not really nothing new. Like even I'm sure back in the old days, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody our aunties and shit used to come down and wild out. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I know my mom used to wild the fuck out of Freaknik.
Hey man,
They told the beach.
Not wild out like that. I mean, like goddamn it, and pussy hole wild. I mean, like people and being turned the fuck up.
you
'Cause
mind if I wild out?
Mama,
Life too.
I mean, I used to be down there lit as fuck. I used to be her goddamn neck. We used to be downtown lit as fuck.
I mean, they say it's like
96,
everything
97.
wasn't all
Yeah.
XXX. It was a block party.
7% of it was though, and but that 30%, 6 p.m. kids get the fuck in.
Alright.
Pussy being popped at 6:01.
So Deshaun Watson, man. Georgia native.
Fake.
They didn't put out now.
Oh, hold on. Another lawsuit just got. There's another one just now.
For real?
No, I'm joking.
I'm about to say, I didn't know that was the joke. I'm like, damn, but you know what? They really have been dropping like that. So I'm like, shit.
I could be chilling, smoking.
What is it? Up to 14 now? It's 14
Last time I
women.
checked was 14.
14 women have came out and said that he sexually assaulted them.
All different, not all
Yeah,
the same. Some
sexual
just
assault.
sexual assault. Some
lot of them are
said
saying-
uncomfortable.
But all of them got the same lawyer.
Same lawyer.
But
Who is cool?
the
Who
lawsuit-
goddamn cool as fuck? Oh, the Texas owner.
He's a celebrity. He's a celebrity lawyer.
They're only asking for $500.
Nah, I think it was more.
And a lot of the lawsuits I've seen, it's only $500.
I think it started off as they offered him to settle and he declined it. So now they're
They
going.
tried to. I think they did it as like a package, like give him a 6-figure settlement.
Yeah, that's what I read.
But
And they're lawsuits. They're not charges.
this nigga's from
Yeah, civil
Gainesville.
suits.
This nigga from Gainesville. This nigga ain't do that shit. He just want to get the fuck out of Texas and go somewhere else.
Wait, what is Gainesville? Explain, elaborate.
This is just a regular Gainesville nigga. He's a good nigga in the community. He take care of his community. I don't
We
believe
probably
that
don't
one
know that
person.
I can't
but
say
I
that
don't
he's just
think
a
he
big
did, though.
nigga.
From what I've heard and what I know from people from Gainesville, like, and I'm talking about white people, like people love white people that don't even watch
It's
football.
official
Love.
now.
That's exactly why he probably could have did it. Shit.
Nah.
He said it's a lot of
They
white
just-
people.
No, I'm saying like old white people, like, oh, he always come back and take care of the community and.
But like,
None of that matters.
What it got to do with being like?
Now you making me go against my argument because I'm just trying to tell you that shit, what you just said, does
You
not
could be like
matter.
an outstanding citizen, like
I get all
Darren
that.
Sharper.
I get that.
Yeah, like
That
you
man
get back
was
to the community and
a
catch you a
whole
case.
serial rapist
Well, what I'm saying is,
for years.
this nigga has never had a scratch on his rap.
Neither did Darren Sharper.
It was some questionable shit.
When?
Hey,
Oh, hey.
but
Alright.
from what I know,
Hard to say.
I feel like Deshaun was like, this nigga ain't did shit. And then he talk about all this shit happened at some rubber tug spas and shit. This nigga got his nut off and now he said you felt uncomfortable. No. This shit's legal. It's legal where he was at. He ain't do shit.
It's legal where he was at the what?
For the little goddamn happy endings and shit.
So let,
All the girls work at
It's legal.
spas.
It's legal in Houston to get sloppy toppy at the spa.
I'm not gonna say sloppy toppy per se, but a nice little
You
hand
said
job,
you can do that in Houston?
Yes.
Where you seen that law at?
Nigga, it's there. I'll show you later. After there.
I ain't never
We
heard of that.
don't know.
I ain't never heard of that.
let's not take away.
Anybody that's ever been to Atlantic City, you can walk down in the spas. It says happy ending, however much money. Like them shits.
I don't know that.
But they that might not elaborate. They might have that up there to allure you, but that might not necessarily be what.
Bruh.
This is my biggest takeaway from all that shit. Like, obviously he want to be traded. Obviously there's connection between the Houston owners and the lawyer. Obviously you see all the people assigned to the same lawyer, and they said there was some credibility issues with that dude anyway.
He's a celebrity lawyer.
It's everywhere. But first off, this is just me. Like, you a nigga in America. No matter how much money you got, there's ways that people want to get you in trouble. You can get in trouble. All right, let's look at him. This nigga's like massages. He do. He be Instagramming all these massages. This nigga freak out boy. He be talking about rub my buttocks and all this other crazy shit. So like that can be it's legal. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but sometimes you be in a situation where a girl can be uncomfortable for whatever reason. You can say, hey, you wanna, and she's like, no. Okay, my bad. I didn't. Just the last girl was cool with it. So, and then from there, a lawyer might come to this girl. But,
And you
hey,
can be naked. You can get naked too.
hey, the lawyer, but hey, you ever felt uncomfortable with Deshaun? Well, not really. I said, did you ever slide some money? Feel uncomfortable with Deshaun? There was this once. So there's some gray area maybe where he didn't actually sexual assault, but once you start getting enough people,
Yep.
right, wrong,
Strip
whatever,
the numbers.
it's not even gonna matter at a certain point.
Yeah.
That's why I feel where he's headed to, unless they can get some good evidence to say them Instagram shit was fake. But
Yeah, I think
it was one in Georgia. That nigga was active.
he got one in LA.
He got one in March.
He was active.
So my thing is,
He was
I say
active.
this-
I didn't say he did anything
Yeah.
illegal. When I'm saying that man was active. So,
So-
if there was some sex involved,
yeah. So I think my first I think my first response to that, like just
the
my
NDAs.
yeah, I think my initial response to that
Serious?
is that there's obviously something that they're trying to get against him. I don't really believe it, but if I were to make a counter argument, I'd have been like, first of all, why is he getting massages from not like an athletic masseuse?
Just random girl.
Like you're just randomly. That doesn't look good.
That don't look good.
I got to do it for free.
Like if you're a sports athlete, and why not? And why aren't you sticking to one person? So that's how I know that something is. He left the door open. He left the door open. That's all I'm saying. You left the door open.
It just, I think everybody, if somebody hire a private investigator and be like, yo, look into his life. If you wanted to frame this nigga for something, what can we do?
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh damn, Justin, how come when you run around this route every time? And there's this lady that work here that we can frame him and say, boom, let's say he cheated with this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this certain shit you
He
do,
left the door open.
you leave a door open. You gotta like, I believe when people like conspiracy theories in the government, it's certain shit you do that they can frame. Okay, you fit this profile. Every day you go to Bethesda Park. Every day you run. We can frame you for this. So he fucking with billionaires. I'm not saying that it's conspiracy. I'm saying he could have got some head from some chick and then it's not the first time a girl didn't want to do it.
That's all he needed.
And that's all they need to get some money. It's a civil suit. It's not a criminal suit. So is that right? Nah, but I'm not talking about whether he's right or wrong. I'm talking about whether he can get in trouble.
Yeah, I think
That's all that matters.
I think that it sounds like he put himself in a bad position. Do I think he did it? If I had to answer, I don't think he did it. But when you put yourself in that position, I can't do nothing. Nobody can do
I
nothing
don't
for
feel like
you.
he did anything illegal. He did something. It was mutual. It was a mutual agreement, and fuck it. The league is just trying to. The Texans organization is trying to find a way to keep him. Make sure he can't go nowhere or get him in trouble to the point where he can't play. And they can get out of paying him that guaranteed money.
Well, they already done paid him. So, he's gonna get traded.
No.
There's loopholes around guaranteed money.
He just signed.
He signed last year.
Yeah. You don't get paid.
So what I'm
for all
saying
you
is,
get is money.
what I'm asking is, if they trade him, doesn't that contract come off of?
Yes, but
They don't want
They have to pay the dead money.
Okay.
So it's like, let's say he signed $100 million, $30 million guaranteed.
So they gotta pay the 30.
If you trade him, it's prorated for 5 years, so 4 years would be like 25 million, whatever the math is.
Mhm.
So they also have to pay that money.
Okay. Hey man, well, good luck to you, Deshaun. You ain't going to jail.
And they're not gonna let all three of them go.
That's why I really always kind of get a little iffy about it. Like if there's no real charges being pressed and it's just a civil suit, that's when I'm like, all right, so this is about the money. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it still sounds like to me.
I got past the point where it's like I get mad about it. It happens too often. It's just like, and you gotta protect your investment. You're a millionaire. Yo, everything to be vetted. You can't move like you just a normal nigga trying to get a massage.
Like I watched Shannon Sharp today talking about he had the same masseuse, sports athletic masseuse for 30 years. Bro, you gotta move smarter. You gotta move smart. You can't just be out here just going all around the country just getting massages from
random girls,
from random women, bro.
License, because like if you is trying to get a little lucky on the side, I'm Deshaun Watson. That shit, that's not smart.
Go get you an escort service or something.
It ain't worth it, bro.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Too much money.
All right, so Versus released like a schedule. They didn't release everybody's name, but let's run this by. So they released the first two of who's gonna be going against each other. April 4th, Easter Sunday. We got the pleasure of getting the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire.
Easter Sunday.
I'm getting a perm.
Who do y'all got?
Isley Brothers.
Getting a blouse.
I'm gonna get some bell
I'm
bottoms.
taking Earth, Wind and Fire.
It's
Just cause when they give me Love's Holiday, when Love's Holiday play,
that's an automatic 20 points.
yeah, that's 20. That's 20. I'm probably gonna know like 6.
I'm not gonna lie, like I know they count.
I'm probably gonna know 6 either way.
But I just know they gonna, like I said, it's gonna be some like, oh shit, that is Earth on Fire. Oh shit, that's the Isley
They
Brothers.
play September, I get it. They're gonna play September, they're gonna play all that. And I know the Isley Brothers between the sheet, they coming with the fire. You're gonna hear a lot of samples in that motherfucker. A lot of samples. They're gonna be like, oh, I thought that was Biggie.
No, I ain't watching this for the music. the shit that they gonna be talking in between and
They're
like
performers too.
that shit, the shit they about to say and
And they like 95 years old.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire still out like that? Like,
They still.
I know Ozzy, bro.
They more active than the Ozzy Brothers.
I'm talking about as far as the shit talking, as far as like.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know
I
they-
can't tell you nothing about that.
Ozzy Brothers actually gangsta ass niggas.
Yeah, it look like they
Even the nigga with the
school
twisted
ass
up.
niggas, like he still
Clouds and shit, yeah.
like, hey, I can't wait. Like that's some shit I'm gonna watch in between the songs. Like, I ain't even about to go pour me a drink. I'm just gonna have to go.
September. So we got the How High special on 420. Redman and Method Man.
I'll be in
I
Vegas.
don't like it.
You don't like it.
I want to see them together versus somebody. I don't want to see them.
No, you tripping.
I heard
I'm telling
about
you,
that.
you tripping.
I heard like it would have been better if it was Red and Meth versus Ghostface and Raekwon.
But it's
That shit
But
was-
no, it's a 420 edition. So y'all look at it, the marketing perspective behind it.
They gonna be high as fuck.
420, and think about it. Have y'all ever seen like fucking Soul Train performance they did where they was climbing up shit, jumping up? Bro, they about to go crazy with these performances.
How long ago was that?
I don't think.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
go.
old.
Have you seen Method Man? That nigga is
He's old.
in shape.
I'm
Bro,
not saying I'm
you're
saying
performing in a room. All I'm saying, I'm not saying they finna be climbing up shit.
That's what
You're
you said.
performing in, what I'm saying is that they are high level performers and they will be a high level performer for 420. I'm not saying that it's gonna be hype enough from where you're watching it from your bedroom to where you're gonna enjoy the energy.
Hey, so
you know what I'm saying?
So if
That's
y'all
how I look at it.
I'd
if y'all
rather
had a
see it.
420 performance that y'all would want to see,
What,
who would it want to
Probably Wiz and somebody like
Snoop.
I mean, not
That's
necessarily.
fine. Wiz-
Not necessarily
I think
against each other because then
Snoop
Snoop is gonna
and
murder.
Juicy
Yeah, like
Hey,
Juicy and Snoop.
but these niggas is how I get it. The marketing, how high?
Juicy J,
Cuddy and who?
Wiz Cuddy, Juicy J.
But Meth and Redman, they gonna put on a show. That's just gonna be a
It's
show.
gonna be a show. Nobody's gonna care about who wins in that battle because you know they partners.
Most of their songs is together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think that we're gonna look at that one just right there. That's just one that's just for the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I think that's perfect. Okay, so now they're blurring out names.
Who do you think the rematch is gonna be?
Hold on, we gonna get there. They got a Mother's Day special. They got some. Okay, so Mother's Day is what, May 9th?
Yeah.
On May 8th they got one, but they blurred out everything. They don't even have a title for it. So on May 9th, so we getting one back. We getting them back to back. Mother's Day special, May 9th. The rematch is Memorial Day. The rumors that I heard was it's gonna be Swizz and Timbo.
That's what I think makes most sense.
see,
Or it's gonna be-
anniversary.
It's either
Yeah.
gonna be that, or it's gonna be somebody where the audio is just fucking horrible. Like one of the first ones.
A lot of them was like that. I don't know. Them first, especially the early ones, was when it was more pure. Like
Yeah.
it was.
I would love to
Audio
see
was
T-Pain.
bad,
I would love to
but
see T-Pain again.
The entertainment was
Sean
top
Gary.
notch. Sean Gary and the Dream was hilarious.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna try that again.
Them niggas wild. And,
Nah,
and the music was fire.
Yeah.
I knew every song. Like, but
They got a ladies' night special too, and it's 2 different shows, but they don't have the dates. They just say to be announced.
Say Mary J and
But yeah, I think Tim and Swizz need a official platform, good quality.
Well, you see, they sold. Who did they sell?
Triller.
Triller got the rights to air it, I guess.
But they still keep like
Listen, man, I keep putting all these corporate organizations in here, but I know one thing: I don't need to see nobody balancing no damn Doritos for 30 minutes.
Nah, I think
Nah,
Triller's
shit
gonna be
together.
a better one.
I didn't like it. I already said it, but at the end of the day, it got too big. You can't like the original plan for it was when we was quarantining. When everybody was in the house,
And that shit going too far now.
Now it's too big. Now
Wait till
it's
this
a,
shit-
it's
wait
a,
till
it's a
every-
thing.
wait
Sell
till
it, get your money.
Once everything
Smart.
open up, now they can host this shit. No, now you can go and watch that shit live in different cities.
It's not like culture no more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need it to be
It's
just
corporate.
hip hop.
I feel like that's why they sold it, because everything about to open back up. Ain't nobody been watching that shit no more.
Or is this but like now they're gonna have white people on there, like hip hop, like pop
but
bands.
I mean, but they also gave
Backstreet Boys was in sync.
I'm here for it.
Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
I'm here for it too.
Niggas is dropping heat.
I'm just saying, like,
But what they did though, everybody before made sure that they had a piece of it, so everybody gonna make some bread off of it.
so I ain't mad at it. Like,
They did it the right way.
It's past trying to keep that shit.
I'm still
contained.
I'm still mad at them before I get to this last topic because they interrupted that 3-6 Mafia Bone Thugs one and said we gonna do it at a later.
Maybe that's one of the ones that's blurred out.
That shit better happen. I know that fucking much. Last thing before we get to what's the scenario.
That nigga said versus the court.
That nigga is versus the people right now. What are you talking about? That, I was talking to my girl today. I was like, boy, that nigga has fell off the radar, and you know he's a social media ass nigga. Oh my god. He ain't said nothing. You know it's real when he ain't even been out here talking about the nigga that shot the people in Atlanta last week.
Hey,
You know he wanted to say something so bad.
he ain't a dumbass nigga too. He know he
Facts.
just stay on.
You don't listen to his lawyer shit.
Shut up, Till.
He done not listen enough.
Clifford.
7-time felon. What do you care about the case, man? Draymond Green says he's the best defender ever. React.
That nigga smoking dick.
I'm gonna let y'all get it off. So I think I'm gonna have a different opinion.
I think he has an argument. Do I think he's the best defender ever? No.
But is he up there? Yes.
Do I think he has an argument because people was talking about, like I seen what's my man name, Kendrick Perkins saying like Ben Wallace.
Seen a whole list.
He got into it with who was that? He just got into it with
Tony Allen.
Tony Allen. All that.
Cat.
I think the difference between Draymond Green and a lot of these defenders, one, he's more versatile. So I think he can he can definitely defend you about 4 positions. Draymond Green. So that's now I think like Ben Wallace or somebody like that.
Said Pepe, Rodman, Olajuwon, Ben Wallace, Tony Allen, Gary Payton, Kawhi, Mutombo, Michael Jordan, Anthony Davis, Ron Artest, Bruce Bowen, Kobe, KG, Drew Holiday.
Bruce Bowen is not a better defender.
Gary Payton on there.
He said
Yeah,
Gary
Gary
Payton.
Payton.
But Gary Payton, he's
KG.
only guarding you the 1 and the 2. So like I'm making an argument. So I think that
let's debate it.
I think Draymond's argument could be that I defend multiple players. I think where he got into it with Tony Allen. The thing about Tony Allen, I would say, Tony Allen is a specialist. He's the nigga like I'm gonna defend the best player. I'm just gonna guard them. Like
I'm gonna defend the best wing player.
yeah, I'm gonna defend the best wing player and I'm gonna follow them around. I'm gonna guard them.
Try to
I don't care if we do a fucking boxing one. That's what I do. But Draymond Green, I think what people don't appreciate about Draymond Green because they look at stats. Draymond Green, he keeps people in their place. He communicates. He's the guy that communicates. He takes the charge when he needs to. His defense leads to fast breaks. It leads to points.
Help
He
defense,
does
switches.
help defense. He literally does everything.
Like the
If you-
safety of all
Yes,
that. So
if
like-
you watch a game, even just his instincts.
and he led the league in steals 1 year.
Yes, even his instincts are just are good. So I think that I think people aren't taking. I think they're just see. That's the thing when you get a narrative put against you, and you got people like Charles Barkley triple singles and shit like that. People don't really respect you, and the difference is like he's really like a multi-faceted, like he's a diverse defender, and that's what people don't understand. So I do think that he has an argument.
So let's dive in. Let's get a little bit more deep. So everybody I named, most of them played in the older era,
Facts.
where they had hand checking,
Yeah.
where they
Get away with hitting
they
niggas.
crowded the paint, where it was paint protectors or wing defenders, where you just send them to the paint. That's literally.
This is a harder era to defend.
So it's a different era to defend. But yeah, I made the argument it's the harder era to defend 1-on-1.
Facts.
But Tony Allen played a little bit in this era, right? He played without hand checking. He played against Kobe. He played against some of the best.
But
Kevin
like
Durant.
I think like I just said about him is just he's just a specialist.
So now my argument is, what's more valuable? Somebody who can take away the best scorer and limit them, or make them shoot a bad percentage, or somebody that does a little bit of everything but nothing great. Or
I don't think that Draymond doesn't not do nothing great. I think
You think he's a great one-on-one defender on the wing? Because
I
if that's the
think-
case, how come he didn't guard LeBron?
I don't
James?
think he's a better defender 1-on-1 with Tony Allen. Like if you compare him to Tony Allen, but I do think he's a good 1-on-1 defender. I think he has a knack. He has great instincts. He has a knack for making plays. I think it's a lot of things that he can do. He makes all the right decisions.
Okay.
He makes the other defenders better.
Do you think he was a better defender than KG? Because KG kind of did what he did, but KG was. A little
I think
more
that KG is a more
when he went to
dominant.
Boston,
The same thing. I
he
think
did the same thing.
I think
calling the defense.
Yeah, I think KG is great at that. Like I said, I don't think that
He
Draymond
played
is the
three
great.
when he came to the league.
I don't think he's okay. So I don't think that Draymond is the greatest defender ever. Now I do respect KG as far as defense because he is kind of like that.
I want to compare him to the people what he do.
Okay.
Compare him to.
I would say that Draymond is. I think that
KG
it's
did a little
more impressive for me with Draymond just because he's undersized as well. I think that counts. I think it counts.
Then Iverson's the greatest because he's undersized. Like what?
No, we're talking about
You give him an
defense.
excuse because he's undersized.
We're talking about defense.
It doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is to be undersized in the like put it like this. It's more impressive watching Dennis Rodman average 17 rebounds as a nigga who has the body of a shooting guard than watching I don't know how many rebounds Patrick Ewing averaged, but let's say that Patrick Ewing averaged 17 and Rodman averaged 17. Who's more impressive?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? You gonna say Rodman.
because he's smaller. But it's
That holds for something.
so did Iverson. But my whole bar.
I mean, Iverson is impressive.
Yeah, I think LeBron James was the best versatile defender I ever seen in person.
For only for a few years though.
Bruh.
For a
And he
couple
did
years.
it at a level where, like, when him in Miami, like, you couldn't make a pass. Fast break,
I'm never
turn
gonna
point,
not LeBron
guarding 1 through 5. I seen him shut down Chris Paul,
Yeah.
guard Joel Embiid.
But to be considered the best ever, you got to do it
I
more
agree.
consistent.
He
than
doesn't
did.
do it as consistently because he has a bigger offensive role and
Yeah.
obviously take turns, but.
That's like Kawhi.
I'm not
Leonard.
mad at him for
That's kind of like
saying it.
Kawhi Leonard. Before we go, that's kind of like Kawhi Leonard. Like I think that Kawhi Leonard, when he had less responsibility, he was a better defensive player. And then obviously now he has like a issue with his legs, his thighs, or whatever. But I think you got to be consistent. Like Draymond Green has been doing this kind of like since he kind of came in the league
Yeah.
to this point.
I mean, it put him in the talks. Like he's definitely in the talks. He
Yeah,
may not be
people
number
don't
one.
respect him. It's a running joke, bro. It's just kind of like jokes just run with the
I just don't think just because you're more versatile and one person is a specialist doesn't make you better. It just make you more versatile.
Yeah, but
You have to,
I look at it like
you have to
this.
show me like why
I would look at it like this.
whose impact is more.
Who kind of like, if you picking up somebody, and like say that you're scouting somebody, you talking to the scout. You're like, yo, this guy right here, he's a dog defensively. He defends the best guards on the floor. He's a dog. This guy right here though, he can defend everybody
Can he?
except for maybe your point. But this guy right here, he can defend.
I don't know if
I like what
Draymond
he
can
can do.
defend everybody. That's my point. I may be wrong. Maybe I look at some
You ain't
tape.
seen him in them runs.
He can defend. He's a really good defender.
What?
I don't know if you gonna put him on your best wing defender the whole game. I don't. He's never done that. Now
See, but what I'm
Iggy,
saying, okay,
Klay
so look, this
he's
is what
better
makes him
at
great.
playing
But
help
this is
defense.
what makes him great. He don't have to necessarily be the nigga that defend everybody the whole game. He's the nigga that's gonna make everybody better defensively, and that's why he's one of the greatest defensive players.
I agree.
Because you know what? Hey, yo, look, this is your position. He's gonna explain to you right then and there.
Okay, switch up.
Look, this is what we need to be doing.
I'm a KG.
That's your guy. It's one thing if, you know what, yo, that nigga Tony Allen, let's put him on Kobe. He's defending his ass off right now. That don't necessarily mean he's making everybody else better. That just means he's taking the burden, he's taking the responsibility. But if I can make everybody better, then you one of the greatest defensive players in the league, because now you got everybody being one of the best. You got people playing to their max capability. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, there's some nuance to it.
Yeah. So, anyway. We go, yo. Say what, what's the scenarios? This is like my little warm-up question, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, we ain't even here before.
Just a warm-up question, you know what I'm saying? This is light. You're rich, you're successful. Money's not a problem. Your daughter turned 16. She wants a high-end luxury car for her 16th birthday, right?
Aisha.
She feel like I got straight A's, good behavior. Excuse me. She feels like she deserves it. You're not sure that a 16-year-old should have such a vehicle. So what do you end up doing? Do you get her the car that she wants, or you know?
Why am I not sure?
Just because, I mean, she's 16. That's how you look at it.
And you said grades.
I said,
I get the mindset of
like, put it like this. Like, say that your daughter is 16 and she wants one of the highest class Benz.
And I can afford it, but I just don't think she's too young.
And her grades are
Do
good?
you believe that there's a such thing as being too young, I guess? Do you believe that?
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
At that point,
Yeah.
nah, what's the... If she's not responsible enough, then yeah, I'm gonna get her a cheaper car.
Like, say you think
But
she
if-
wants like a fucking Benz truck or some shit.
The only things I can think of is like, I don't want you to have too much of a high profile car because it draws negative attention.
Mhm.
It can draw too much attention. That could, you might be in the mall, you get ran up on, just shit like that.
Mhm.
But just like, you're too young to have a nice car. Nah.
I'm not really trying to say it.
You
Like
ain't get no Ferrari.
I'm not trying to say that you're
Like
too
that.
young to have a nice car. I don't want it to come off like that. I'm not trying to say that.
I just don't think.
And you ain't get no Ferrari or
If I can
no shit like
afford it,
that.
why
Nah.
not?
It's 16 though.
Why?
What you think?
Because
said a
like,
Ferrari?
yeah, like those cars. Because like, bro,
I don't feel like
something.
that's safe.
Yeah,
Safe
That-
in what sense? Like,
maintenance wise, and then being young and dumb.
Yeah, I'm not
I
trusting
would fuck how smart you are as a
16-year-old.
kid.
You gonna trust a
and mature
16-year-old in a
dumb.
Ferrari? You trust a 16-year-old in a Ferrari?
I don't trust me
I'm
with
because-
Ferrari. I'm 28.
So look, I got my license when I turned 16, and my mom really made me wait like an extra 8-9 months before I could drive her car for real. And she said because I want to trust that you'll do the right thing in my car.
Mm-hmm.
So the first night, she gave me the car. I remember we went to the mall. I think I went to the school. Now we went to the school. Shout out to Kenny Strong. And niggas was flying down Pleasant Hill. I'm doing like 80 down Pleasant Hill from school, and niggas is like throwing pennies at each other. Car, like niggas is throwing shit out the window, hitting each other.
That's why I said it's my, if I think my kid responsible.
My mom thought I was responsible enough at the time to take the car there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she clearly was wrong. But,
Yeah,
like-
so
if
I
I
think about it, you would never know if you're wrong or not because.
Yeah, whatever. I'll take. But you say you don't take the chance. But if you gonna do 80 in a Ford, you gonna do 80 in a Ferrari, like I'm just,
Ferrari,
no,
no.
you're gonna do more than that.
Yeah.
Ferrari.
A Ferrari, no. A Lamborghini, no.
everybody in like y'all know me. I don't. Not every kid don't push.
Yeah, but if you
Every
never
kid
seen
don't
your car, if you never seen your kid drive, how are you gonna assume that they're not gonna push
What
it?
you mean I never seen them drive? They got their permit, didn't they?
Yeah, they driving with you.
Oh, no, I need a.
But if I give you a Ferrari and you driving that bitch by yourself, or maybe a couple friends in the car saying, "Hey, push that motherfucker."
Cause you don't believe what you're saying right now, right?
And then I don't be driving fast like that.
That's you.
I get it.
Exactly.
I get it.
That's probably why I would give them.
Listen, I get it. But listen, you
You don't think
what I'm
16-year-olds got Ferraris out there?
How-
Yeah, I mean, it's rare.
So me, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. If I was rich at 16, I'm getting my car. It'll be I can get you a foreign, a nice car, a nice
It's
little
gonna be a
luxury car.
nice Toyota Camry.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
Top of
no,
the
no.
line.
If I'm rich, I'll get you a nice Mercedes.
And say my son or daughter, I wanted a Hellcat, I'm going to get that motherfucker.
But y'all niggas.
If your kid wanted a Hellcat, you gonna get him a Hellcat?
It's cheaper to maintain, and if something.
But do you know the traction that niggas
Listen,
lose on that
look.
bitch? And you want a 16-year-old driving that motherfucker?
Listen, it's.
There's
cheaper
grown
to
adults
maintain.
can't drive that
Y'all
motherfucker.
niggas is crazy.
I've never been a speed nigga. Ever.
But we not talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm the parent. So I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
my kid is not a speed nigga.
You think that shit got handed down? You think it's like genetic?
Nigga, I cannot wait
not?
till you have kids.
You are crazy as hell.
I cannot wait till you have kids.
You think it's genetic that because you don't speed, that your kid not gonna
I
speed?
just like
What
that
I'm
shit.
saying is I can look at my kid and I'm gonna hope I can make the decision. You said it's an automatic no-go. Why risk it? I'm saying my kid, if he's responsible, I'm rich. Nigga, go live.
Look,
I don't see
I'm
kids
thinking
get
about
car
maintenance
accidents and
and
100 hours in a fucking.
Listen, this is how I operate right
I do
here.
not care.
This is how I operate it. At 16, you're getting it can be a really nice car that most people can't afford. It's gonna be the safest car I can give you, right? Maybe by 18, when it's time for you to go to college, if I've seen that, you know what, you ain't had no hiccups, you ain't did nothing wrong,
You get that.
then maybe we could talk about getting that car that you wanted at 16.
You get that.
But there's no way that I'm gonna give you a car at 16 and you've never really been on the streets like that by yourself, and I'm giving you a high-end luxury car, especially like we talking about a Ferrari or some shit or something. You can just push that at 16, and I'm thinking because I didn't speed that you not gonna speed. Nah, fam.
I'm not going first day. Got your license. And, I mean, like, no, like, you gotta prove to me you can goddamn drive. I mean, like, them 6 months, you have to prove to me you gonna drive. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I don't care how much money I have. I'm not going higher than a Toyota Camry, whatever the year is, or the Honda Accord. Those are top of the line cars.
Yeah,
I'll get you the sport. Like, I'll get you the nicest decked out one. I don't care how much money I have. I'm not going, because it's a luxury car. It's gonna last, and it's gonna do everything that you need to do at 16.
I'm more scared that you said a Hellcat. That's scary.
But you said at 16.
No, son, yeah.
That is scary.
No, 18, we can talk about it. But 16, Camry
What you
and a
want,
Honda
son?
Accord, that's
We made
it.
18, graduation,
Live it up, my nigga.
grades
Don't-
good.
Do you
he
know
get
how
in trouble.
like the
Tell your son to live it up when you give him the keys to
No,
that
look.
Ferrari. Tell him to live it up.
I would tell them
Son,
be safe.
That's what you
son, daughter.
Y'all niggas
18 and graduation, good. You fucked your car up I bought you 2 years ago, you're not a problem. Bruh, we go get anything you want. I mean, like, I don't give a fuck you want a helicopter. If I can afford that bitch, we're going to get it.
At that point, you might get the Hellcat.
Oh, nah.
But at 16, you're not getting no
And hand your
Hellcat.
Hellcat down to your little brother when you turn 18. And we're going to get something else.
I ain't giving no 16-year-old no Hellcat.
I would.
You get a Camry, a Honda Accord, or...
I ain't saying that's how I give you that.
What the
But,
fuck you rich for?
like, let me get you this nice
Nigga, do you not know
Lexus.
how much a Camry goes? We get your Camry Sport.
I'll get you a Lexus.
After
No.
I'll get you a Camry. I'll get you a goddamn.
Your daughter gonna
At
hit you with the
16?
Moesha, nigga. Thanks, but no
Shit,
thanks.
well then don't have it then.
listen.
Thank you.
Uber then,
Bro, if my child ever told me this
Oh,
shit, I'm
fuck
sorry.
well.
You're
Uber.
definitely not getting a car now, bitch.
Yeah.
You gotta go get your damn job. now.
Thanks.
Uber then,
Nah,
motherfucker.
bitch. She
Thanks,
just like,
thanks,
fuck
but
her.
no thanks, pops.
Oh, man.
Take that Saturn back.
Alright.
I can't wait to see the comments.
Brand new Saturn.
Alright, here we go, y'all. Cut and sticky.
He bad.
He got a new girlfriend. She's solid. You know what I mean?
Like, wait, why I solid or like?
No, like she's just a solid individual. You know what I mean? Sticky, you know, he's beginning to get real comfortable around her. And, you know, one day he slips up and he leaves the safe open. So before he closes the safe the next day, once he realizes it's open, he realized that, you know, like a little $100 missing. So he want to test the situation out again. So the next time, you know, this girl come over, he leave it open. $3,000 is missing, right? Sticky and her, they get into it. He end up calling his baby mama over there. She whoop her ass and shit. A week later, his daughter, one of his 3 daughters, come in that motherfucking new shoes, new clothes, etc.
Talking about her daughter, you said?
No, his daughter.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know he got mad kids. He got like 7 kids.
Yeah.
So when his daughters come over there, you know, he noticed that she been over there every time that old girl over there. So she got all new everything,
Right.
right?
His daughter.
Let's say she's a teenager.
Oh, yeah, she's still.
She ends up admitting that she took the money. So if you cousin Sticky, what's the best way for you to try to apologize and to try to get your girl back in that
I
situation?
can't. I fucked up.
What's the best way? What would you do?
I just apologize and tell her I was wrong.
Give me your scenario. How do you try to get your girl back? I'm talking about if you gotta go all out.
First
Tell me
and
what you
foremost,
would do.
If I got my baby mama to beat your ass, I'm scared to talk to you now because I know I was wrong. I'm gonna shoot you a text message and let you know I apologize. I found out who really did it. And we talk about it, bro. If you hate me, I totally get it. Like, I would not be mad at her for not talking to me again because I got your ass toe up. I mean, off some shit my goddamn daughter did.
Okay.
So it's really on her. But
Yeah.
if she takes you back, bro, I'm gonna really have to do some ass kissing and shit like that because, bro, that was my fault. Like, I fucked up. But if you say, nigga, fuck you, I don't want to speak to you again, I apologize. You're
Yeah.
completely right.
Yeah, you gotta
Not
take
mad
the
at you,
L.
yeah.
You gotta take the L.
Hey, man, you want to run your fade back? Like,
Yeah.
But that you gotta do with my daughter, though. Like, no.
yeah, you get some people to jump my baby mama or something. I don't like her like that. No way. Like, I don't know. Like,
If she
that-
jump like that, obviously still strong and fucking raw as shit.
Yeah,
If she
want-
come
you
over
want no
there
problem.
and flip the light like this.
Yeah.
What you got?
Oh, y'all niggas true. Babe, hey, security system just hit me back. I saw it really happen, yo. My baby mama was in my ear about that shit. Nah, I'm about to run up on that bitch my damn self. Cause she the one that told my daughter to take that motherfucking money. Nah, fuck that bitch, nah. We about to pull up on her right now. I ain't
Lie
gonna
on the baby mama after she didn't have the damn loyalty to come over on the drop of a dime and come whoop this bitch ass.
She my baby mama for a reason. Fuck that bitch. We going to see my baby mama.
So now the baby mama.
We going to see, hell yeah.
You think that's gonna do it?
No.
Collect.
I'm be
That
like,
bitch still got
damn.
ice on her eye.
I'm be like, damn,
Tryna hear that
man.
shit.
I'm be like, damn, man, you black my eye too.
Hey,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm saying?
try. I'm gonna try.
I know they
I'm
going.
like,
Make sure
damn, man.
that I see you, goddamn.
So look,
She can't see
the
shit.
first step.
Drink your smoothies and shit to read the text.
The first step is trying to convince her to meet you. So if I can get to the step where I can convince her to meet me somewhere, I'm going all out. I'm talking about.
I'm bringing my pistol just in case.
I'm at the 12. I'm at the 12. You know what I'm saying? If you really involved, say you having it like Sticky do. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the 12. I'm talking about rose petals. We trying to do the damn thing. Champagne. You know what I'm saying? Like I got some ice for your eye. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I might send my daughter. Matter of fact, I might send my daughter to call you and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I was wrong. I apologize. My dad, he's sick. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't even breathe. I'm doing all kind of shit.
And a little bitch surfing us and goddamn everything. Like
I'm gonna tell my daughter, you did this shit. You finna help me get her back.
this shit.
You finna help me get Shawty back. It's not gonna work, but I'm just
Daddy,
saying.
I don't
That's
like her. I don't fuck. I love her.
You better act like you like it.
Y'all in the comments, y'all come up with a way to get this girl back, cause we ain't did it. Tell you this now.
Listen, I got them rose petals. I got your bubble bag. I got the masseuse at the crib. What's happening? You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy.
We going to see baby mama.
All right, last one.
That's not what she want.
Trayvon. Trayvon is out of churches with his girlfriend Beth, so we know who Beth is.
Core, but never mind.
Trayvon is out of churches with his girlfriend Beth. Vine gets into it with a couple niggas that came in. Beth wants him to let it go, but he won't. They take the confrontation outside, where one of the dudes says he's going to get his pistol. Dude come out with the pistol, Vine freezes up. Beth holds it down and pops off. And later, she gets off on self-defense. Things aren't the same in the household anymore. Anytime Vaughn asks for food, Beth tells him to cook it for them both. When they argue, Beth laughs at his threats. Is there any way for Vaughn to recover, or is all the respect going out the window?
Thanks.
Bruh. First and foremost, as long as he's dealing with her, she has every right to talk about shit. She saved your bitch ass. Like, you got caught lacking, you froze the fuck up.
You a pussy.
And it is more embarrassing to happen in front of your girl. Like if you was by yourself, alright, you could have got away with it. But bro, and your girl right there, and she didn't freeze up, and she started busting her shit, and you ain't bust your shit, bro, she has every right. They got that roast your ass and talk about you. Every right.
Yeah, that's one of the ones, like, you can't let that happen. Like, that's just unacceptable, man. Like,
I shoot out of fear before I freeze the fuck up. And his gun gonna go off.
First of all, your name is Vaughn.
Exactly.
Vaughn. Vaughn.
I mean,
How you ain't no shooter and your name Vaughn?
I mean, he wasn't either.
Say you let Beth? The white girl say
I mean, he wasn't a shooter neither.
Who wasn't no shooter?
Vaughn, I was. Your man at that point.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You better look up King Vaughn. Hey.
No.
You better look up King Vaughn, bro.
Right then I said.
Oh my God.
No, right then I said. I knew he was a shooter, but
Hey.
right then it was just. Anyone that can say, bro.
oh, watch Chicago off my
Vaughn.
head.
So anyway, I think that
He wanted to fight that night, but it was the wrong
listen,
night to fight.
if I was Vaughn, I'll tell you, yo, we can set up a fake shooting, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can get sticky out there. Y'all got into
Just
it.
gotta redeem yourself.
Yeah, just shoot over my head a little bit.
Nigga might freeze again.
You tell Sticky gonna give him $20.
He ain't built like that,
like
man.
he died.
He ain't built like that. He just gotta, she the tough one.
Yeah, man. I mean,
You just gotta live with it.
listen, man. Unless you just gonna,
Find your role.
you gotta stick
His
out.
pussy ass gotta sleep on the couch.
Listen, man.
You gotta catch a body if you come back.
You just gotta do
to
something.
also.
You gotta do something like aggressive to her. I ain't saying like hitting or nothing, but you gotta like fuck her brains out and be like, bitch, shut the fuck
Bro,
up.
fuck that.
Just
I draw
fucking
down on that bitch. Like, I'm tired of shit. Just draw down on that bitch. And got the pills. Like, bitch, say it one more time. Hey,
You ain't do that shit with them niggas that's talking that shit.
oh,
Well,
well,
she's
bitch,
not saying that,
you
especially
wanna-
her name is Beth. So she's a pilgrim. She's European. You don't let her talk to you like that.
What, bro?
I caught that
You do
earlier.
not let no
I
pilgrim
didn't
talk
miss
to
the
you
money,
like that.
bitch. You better stop talking to me like that.
I'd have told Beth, bitch, I just let you shoot because the police would have came and killed me.
She would have bucked, you would have jumped.
The police would have came and killed me, bitch.
And
You got off.
That shit, shoot up that shit, your ass.
You got off.
Wait, man, shit.
I'm like, I call that bitch Nasty B. Big B.
And he got PTSD.
Bitch, I only let you shoot because the police ain't, they gonna let you
Shut your
off.
bitch ass up.
I don't want to bother you to do that because clearly you're not built that way.
Bro.
Like, word? Hold on.
It's
I'm
either
just playing.
look, leave Beth or you gotta up on Beth ass because she gonna keep coming after your ass.
Best ass gonna get hit.
Facts and cap, man. Speak of the devil. Facts and cap. Should we celebrate dead rappers known for alleged murders for their music?
No.
Facts and cap.
If it's Chief Keef,
Wait,
yeah.
are we talking about just the rapper themselves or for
Yes.
Like if there was a killer.
If there was a killer, if there were alleged killers, should we celebrate them?
I'm celebrating TK. I'm telling y'all niggas this shit already.
I'll celebrate them for their music.
Yeah.
So you're separated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's cow. I'm never celebrating a murder, especially the murder of another black
Are we
man.
saying celebrate the murder or the just the
Celebrating
person?
He was a hitter. Like he was living everything in his raps.
Hey, I
like
can
we're
say-
celebrating the fact that he was killing people for real.
So I can say King Von was a good rapper for what he did.
Allegedly, King Von is a killer. If you look online, allegedly, they've asked him about it. He denied it. So let's just say that King Von is everything that the internet says. Should he be celebrated
in the streets? You know,
Should he be
or civilians,
celebrated for
should he be
that
celebrated?
aspect?
Or just what about? Or what do we talk about if he's a rapper? Like, can we?
He is a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Can we celebrate him as a rapper? Like, I feel like he was.
I'm asking you.
He's asking you, can you
I say
celebrate?
yes. I
His
think,
music,
I think his
yeah.
music was good. Like,
So even
I
if
fuck
his
with
music is true, like
Let me ask you
goddamn,
he
if
rap
Do we know? Do we know? Do we know?
you're a
like, the
civilian that
background?
knows, if you're a civilian that knows,
Like say you from Chicago
you're
and
from
you just
Chicago,
know that he was a real
you
hitter.
just know he's a real hitter, and you celebrate the music.
hey,
God.
fuck it, this nigga was real about his
I
shit.
think it was real,
He
yeah.
meant what he said. Yeah.
But, yeah.
So y'all would glorify.
I'll
a
say
nigga-
this.
Would you glorify a nigga that rapped some good words and put words together, but lied everything he said, or he did everything he put together, and that shit was?
entertainment.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Which one would you like more?
I'd rather hear. I'd rather you be lying.
Or he be lying.
I'd rather you be lying. Like now,
Make
I'm
me
be honest
believe
with you.
it's true.
Now that okay, so like when I watch the King Von documentaries, and I'm not saying that they're true.
I'm watching them tomorrow.
I'm not saying that they're true, but when you listen to them, for me,
should make it look
my moral
different.
compass is a little different. It does make you feel really different when you hear those backstories, and when you hear,
When he dies, you see families RIP to people they lost. It's
yeah,
kinda like, oh, it's real.
like I seen a post where somebody said, they put up a picture of his mugshot, and it was like, so this guy gets to go and get off and be a rapper and make millions of dollars while my family is grieving over la la la.
Sometimes
And it's not just King Von's not the only person that's ever done that.
Sometimes, like the way Chicago was chilling,
Mhm.
it was a war in Chirac. There was some people
A real
a
war.
real war. So it was like, do we hop? And it's really just a limit because I think as human nature, we drawn to violence. Like niggas love guns, niggas love seeing movies, and so it's like, is there a line between entertainment and real life?
Because I like real life documentaries. I'm like that gang, that killing, that drug
You
shit.
can
Like,
watch
bro,
that shit.
I love watching that
Yeah, the
shit.
documentaries are.
Are you
but
are you
like-
celebrating? That's the question.
Are you intrigued by watching it? Celebrating is like,
Celebrating is like, yo, he was a real nigga. He was out here doing all this shit. Or is
that's my
it like,
you
damn?
could be like, yo, that was a good ass documentary. You can watch it.
Yeah.
I think it's a
It
difference
depends.
celebrating.
I mean, like, I mentioned like a
Because it's music. He's talking about it in the music.
But the difference is,
It's like R. Kelly.
you can celebrate.
He's doing a crime and he's actually
No, the
rap-
fuck, no. Robert did the crime. R. Kelly didn't do that shit. But
I'm not-
two different
any-
people, right? Yes.
You separating it, right? But how
That
you
nigga was
separate
praying about fucking kid pornography. But anyway, keep going.
You know what I'm
Robert,
saying? And he
that
was
nigga's
talking.
terrible.
So I don't know.
But the R,
Bro, Kale's ain't
So you can celebrate. You
Real
said
tough.
and that moral compass eventually kind of like.
It just, I'm not saying like I can't listen like, cause I mean I listen like personally like I listened to Still Trapping the other day, like it came on, but I'm personally not necessarily looking for it. Like I don't like it the way that I used to like it.
you said
But the thing about
Still
it,
Trapping King Von and he's
But
like, this
like-
shit they got, and he didn't even kill to it, but it's just like my
But-
moral compass make it hard for me to listen to the type of shit. But I'm also older.
but also,
As a
bro,
younger adult, I might have enjoyed it a little bit more. It
I
was
look
time
at it
for
like-
celebrated Gucci for catching the body.
But it's
Now
not
that I'm
Gucci.
older,
when Gucci, like the truth.
now that I'm older,
The truth,
I
I
know.
can still listen to it, but like, yo,
This
this
shit was
nigga did not
self-defense,
lie.
Yeah, that's
He didn't
another
lie,
thing.
like-
But that's another thing.
Gucci
too.
was
Self-defense.
Yeah,
He reacted how everybody should react.
yeah.
I'm talking
When
about
I'm watching like these
Serial.
documentaries
killers.
and niggas are
Killing.
out here drilling,
Allegedly, like
drilling, spilling, and killing.
that's. Nah, we let that one go.
I'm out here looking for niggas to kill type shit.
Facts to Cap. You hear this all the time. I don't want to know if y'all think it's true. Do first impressions last a lifetime?
Yes.
Jay Franks. Facts to Cap.
Yep.
Wow. So speak on it. And how you interpret that first? What does that mean when you say that?
Okay, like me, first impressions are important, but they're not at the same time. But you gotta remember the first time you got that.
So they do last
like
lifetime.
yeah. So
you're
it's like
saying that you always gonna remember that.
yeah,
first
and regardless of whether it's good or bad, you're like,
I mean-
oh shit, oh shit. I remember the first time I met you, and you got that shit on yourself.
Yeah. You don't have to stay on that time, but it do last.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
So that's not. I guess that's not what I interpret from the
How
question.
you interpret it?
When you say first impressions last a lifetime, I'm thinking of it like this. Like, and one by one, I think that's cap.
Mm.
But what I'm saying is like, okay, so for my example is, when I met Jasmine, probably one of the first impressions, me and Jasmine got into it. We argued. I didn't know her like that. We argued about it. It was real disrespectful.
And I was over here like this.
It was real disrespectful, right? Fast forward almost 7 years later.
Y'all still arguing? No, I'm joking.
Nah,
You said so.
I'm just saying we on the down there. We
Oh
on.
yeah.
We got a kid and a half, you know what I'm saying? Like we been
You
together
never saw that
7 years.
argument.
And but you remember it though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't. That's not what I'm interpreting.
Oh, okay.
When they say first impressions, when they say first impression lasts forever, it's kind of like if you threw me off. Like if I didn't have a good impression from you from the beginning.
I think it's different from everyone.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
think it's
saying.
different. But
Yeah.
so let me ask you. So you don't think that's true then?
Nah.
Okay, it could change.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
How you feel?
Can you?
Do first impressions last a lifetime? Facts to Cap.
Facts and the cap. Facts, yeah, I'm gonna never forget that first impression. But cap, like what I thought you were then could change now. Cause I'm never gonna forget what happened, but we can laugh and joke at it. Like say it was just like a drunken night and some crazy shit happened. Like, oh, I remember the first night I saw you, you passed out drunk on the couch and you pissed on yourself. Like just some random shit like that. But the person you are today has nothing to do back then with how I met you. Like so it's not like a lasting impression, like that's how I judge you as, but I'll never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really remember my first impression of people all the time like that anyway. So
You used to drink a lot.
Jesus Christ.
I used to.
No, I'm saying
That's
like
it,
in reality, like I forget after a while. Like my memory ain't that great. Like if you have a memorable like Jay Franks, his personality big. I remember how I first met him. You could have been the same day. You probably talking the same shit. Like it's like okay. So another nigga might have been loud that day, quiet. I don't always remember.
Nigga, I don't know the day I met you. I couldn't repeat it back.
So first impression don't last. What's our first impression? I have a memory with Justin, but first impression, I couldn't even tell you. We was cool, but I don't.
First impression kind of hard to remember.
It's kinda hard.
When you're 12 years old.
You see what I'm saying? When you're young, so it's like I guess when
That's a
you're
little
adult life, so
different. 12 years old.
it depends. But even people I work with after time, after you've been around them so long, for me, it's cap because I don't really remember that shit unless it's memorable.
Oh, I'd forget work. Cause all my shit right now is like, yeah, I can't really fuck with these people outside of work.
Alright, facts or cap? This will be my last one. since we're talking about that Deshaun Watson shit, should a girl who lies, who's proven to lie about rape, should she get the same sentence as the charge?
I say double.
Facts to cap.
The same sentence. I probably give you the same sentence.
Facts to cap. Same sentence. Facts to cap.
Same.
Double is
Speak on
not
it.
the same.
Speak on it. Facts to cap.
If I'm gonna get 10 years, you should get 10 years.
If you prove a line, why?
Because you're lying and putting me in a position to where I'm gonna have to fork out a lot more money to prove my innocence versus the amount of money you're gonna have to fork out to say that to keep your lie going.
And you still gonna have that stigma on you.
Yeah,
Once you find out
regardless.
you,
Even if it comes out,
innocent, you
even if
still
I
got that
get
stigma on you.
proved innocent, they're still gonna say, well, he's guilty.
All the
He had to be
articles ain't
guilty.
gonna come down.
He had to be
All
guilty
the
for
comments ain't
something
gonna
in
come
there.
down. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. So if basically you facing 65 years for a rape,
That I didn't
you
do.
think they should get 65 years?
I feel like she gets 65 years. The same rate for lying, for putting me in that predicament. Especially if it's not like, if they start talking about 65, it's like now your lawyer just got paid enough to bring enough evidence, or you done staged enough. Like you done put a lot of factors into play where it could have just been simply you said this night I want to fuck you. You wanted to fuck me. You wake up the next morning, your boyfriend found out. He was like, "Oh, I was raped." Now you done changed the whole narrative of it, and now it's your word versus mine, and you can stage it how you want. Now, 65 years could be coming to me, and I'm gonna have to spend way more than $65,000 to even prove that this shit happened. I'm out that money. That money's gone, and now you just get to walk away like, oh, okay, he's innocent. Case over. No, you need to go sit in jail for them 65 years and pay my lawyer fees back.
Dabbing my homeboy in high
How
school.
you gonna pay the lawyer fee back?
The same way a nigga supposed to pay child support while he in jail. The same way. I don't know.
65 years,
Dabbing
you
my
ain't
homeboy
paying
in high
child
school.
support.
No, I'm just saying like that.
And his
I'm
girl.
just saying, over and over, 65 years. I'm just asking.
She
Like,
accused him of.
Yeah, because once her parents found out, and she said,
"Oh no, they."
yeah, my homeboy and raped her. This nigga lost his and football scholarships and everything.
so my question to that would be, does the girl deserve it if her parents coerced her to do it?
Yeah.
The girl deserves. Let's say
No,
she deserves 65.
she told her once her parents found out.
That's when
She said she got raped.
Yeah, that's when she said she got raped.
Okay, so she's trying to hide it from her
Yeah.
parents. I'm thinking you said.
How you feel? Cap facts.
I mean,
You feel like
I'm
you
not
got
necessarily
persuaded.
mad at that. Do I think that, put it like this, do I think you need 65 years to not do that shit again? Probably not.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do I think that you should probably serve some time? Yes.
So what do you think is a fair amount of time? If I'm facing 65.
Do half my time.
I mean, first of all, we know that rapists is not getting 65 years, period. So
All right, let's break it
even if
back
you're
to
expecting
let's break it
65,
to
you're not getting
15. Let's break it to a
65.
logical 15.
Do half my time.
I'll say this.
No
I wouldn't be
probation.
mad at the sentence of a 15 and you do 5 and you gotta pay the fines and you gotta pay that fine back. Just enough, put it like this. What I probably would have got, I'm not mad at you getting that. But even if you didn't get it, I would be comfortable. Like, let's say they said, hey, you gotta do a year and then you gotta pay everybody legal fee. You gotta pay all this. Your fucking shit is ruined.
And
all
I need
that
a
shit.
mark on your record.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Like a felony charge.
Yeah, like you got a felony charge, all that. I don't necessarily. No, I don't know. That's something I'm juggling. I'm not.
Now,
I mean, that's just me though.
But no, if
I'm a nice guy.
But if
So, I
everything
don't
you
know.
just said,
You know what I mean?
as
Like,
long as that market,
65 years. I don't want nobody to get 65
no,
years.
if that smear is
Bitch,
on
you
your
do half
record,
my time.
no, but if that smear is on your record and everything else, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
If I can put the smear on your
I
record
get
and you
that.
pay everything, you pay all the fines.
With the letter of the law, like to the letter of the rule of what it's meant. Like, if you lie on me and I get charged for something, I think you should do that same time. That's a fact. But in reality, it's like I think that it's like a pros and cons. So there's a lot of girls who get raped who don't even say
That's-
anything. So
that's
now that's
another
gonna discourage them to say anything because
Facts.
they get proven to get wrong. You know, you don't trust this criminal system anyway.
Yeah, now it's
Now
not.
so many niggas go to jail for rape they didn't do. So now maybe
So that's
girls
just
look
like a
go to
lot,
jail
and a
for
lot
rape.
of women, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's a dangerous game because, like,
But
if a woman say she got raped, but say it's not in the rape kit, like say that the nigga used a condom, he used this and that, so now she could possibly get 65 years. They feel like she lying because there's no evidence.
But the rule would have to be you have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt,
not that she
without that she's lying. Not we don't know. It can't be up to like it can't be like oh there's not enough evidence. There has to be evidence that she's lying.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I mean
even more than a recant statement. It got to be like video evidence damn near. Like it got to be something major. It's hard to prove that she's not lying. Like. Because if she recant a statement, that doesn't mean she lied about it.
So my thing is like it's gonna be
There's a lot of nuance.
Okay, so if basically it get to a situation where like they lying and you had to go through all the extras to prove that she lying, then I probably wouldn't be mad because that's when you have to literally go the extra mile to prove that. Now if it's like this girl is lying, but I can't necessarily prove that she's lying, but she can't prove that this actually happened, then you guys gotta let it go. You know what I mean? So if it's like 100% actual factual, then you deserve whatever you get. I do agree with that.
Or like they used to have it like niggas that went to jail before it came out, and then afterwards she recanted her statement. I feel like what the fuck?
Like Emmett Till,
I feel like that
Brian, what's the nigga name? Brian Banks, I think. He's a football player. Got scholarship, had sex with a girl. Find out that she was lying.
First of all, if you held on to it that long, you deserve. If you held on to it that long, you deserve to do every year that he did.
Yeah, it's not more, bro. Like that shit.
Like every year that he did,
and financially, the money that the government's gonna owe him for his potential contract for everything else, that needs to somehow
compensation. I was going to the league.
I was a
guaranteed first round. No, I was a guaranteed first round.
Oh hell yeah! And that nigga was brolic as fuck.
That's not
even Shaq size. And fucking
endorsements he could have had, experiences he could have had. He could have got like nigga went to jail.
Hey man.
On that note, y'all.
Facts account. Hey,
appreciate Jay Franks.
Shout out to Jay Franks.
Shout out.
Well, yeah, we got more guests coming soon. We got the lineup going on. What's happening?
Y'all fuck with us.
Finna go up, nigga. On the south side with my dog. Okay. I'm in la ciencia. Of course. You tryna move forward. Push.
She said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and look at all the cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, he said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and look at all the cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, I'm in a sword. Come get your nigga, man, come get your boy. He like to jump to conclusion, he dumb to illusion. He stupid, the goofy little boy. Bro on his feelings and she on a horse. I'm a finagle, the beggar like horse. None of you niggas is trying to move forward. I'm done to hop off a Porsche, so hop in the Porsche when I'm back. Yeah, add it up again, getting no Birkin, you're bad enough. You got time for the drama, but you're bagging up. We drunk in the club, acting up on your bitch. Is what it is. Promise to be about the money, don't like it to dip. Young nigga coming like this. Promise the shit is a movie, I hate, I don't miss. He said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and look at all the cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, he said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and look at all the cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, watch how they watching me. Niggas was holding they last slab, but up here said they couldn't do none of me. Same ones handing out hashtags, but they couldn't even put a gun on me. All of these niggas is sons of me. I'm the original, you just the wannabe. I'm who you wanna be, better let go. Yippee-ki-yo, press subscribe and hit the fucking link in my bio. If you really about it, you can slide, bro. If you really about the drama, you can slide, bro. Ayy, petty pussy nigga on a psycho, ayy. Could've murked a nigga on sight, though, ayy. Could've had a sucking low lipo, ayy. None of you niggas could fuck with me. She said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He he said, we said wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we on my back to back, and nigga all be capping if we ain't got the facts. I mean, he said, she said, he know what the who. All that nigga talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. All that nigga talk about it, yeah. He said, we said wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we on my back to back, and nigga all be capping if we ain't got the facts. I mean.